How often does life turn out exactly the way we imagine? Hardly ever, right? A North Texas couple struggled to have children, led them on quite a spiritual journey. Sonia Assad shares their story in this WFAA original.
When you're from a small town,
well, we got married while we were in college.
Life is simple but beautiful.
Well, we wouldn't have it any other way.
Davy and Sonia Edwards met, married, and eventually were ready for more.
I always thought I would have 6 kids. I always thought 6 would be fine.
Though they were young, it wasn't so easy. By the time Sonia was 25, they'd already tried in vitro fertilization twice. It wasn't working. Something was happening to the embryos.
Each time, almost 20 of them were successfully fertilized. And on day 5, both times, on day 5, they started dying out quickly.
The problem left doctors stumped, and the strong Christian couple felt deflated.
When you go through IVF and you watch it fail and you're like, you question whether or not God's even existing, if He can even hear you.
Soon after, the Edwards adopted a 9-month-old baby, Ryan, who's now 19. They could have stopped there and considered it fate, but the Edwards knew they were on a spiritual path.
Just felt like it was meant for me to go through pregnancy and to bring a child into our family.
Sonia and Davy endured a 3rd and then a 4th round of IVF. Again, it didn't work. Then doctors suggested a different kind of adoption.
The world wasn't ready for what we were doing.
Embryo adoption from the National Embryo Donation Center in Tennessee. The couple adopted embryos that were donated anonymously by a woman who went through IVF. She delivered 3 babies but had 9 leftover embryos that she didn't want to discard.
You have to go through the whole process. We had to have a home study. They ran our background and our family history.
All to adopt embryos. Doctors thawed and transferred 2 donated embryos.
And so I was pregnant with twins.
One survived, one didn't.
You appreciate each moment that you have because you know how precious life is.
In 2010, Sonia gave birth to Davin.
His very first picture is this on transfer day.
With 7 donated embryos remaining, the Edwards wanted to try again.
By this time I'm 40, and so I did not want to do it more than one more time. And so they transferred 2, and then we have Bryn. So we used all 9.
Go.
You can't really tell them apart.
Davin is now 8, Bryn is 4. Both biological brothers are perfectly healthy.
They're technically twins because they were conceived at the same time, just born on different dates.
They're all going away from us, Davin.
You throw away the idea of, health, money, and whether your family will accept it or not, and just go with it.
Acceptance, especially in their conservative hometown, was split.
And that's fine. I mean, I understand their point that you're playing with science in a way, but then at the same time, when I look at my boys, if you say that we played with science, we have life out of it.
Life, precious and fragile and dearly wanted.
Like that. Yeah.
Sonia Assad, Channel 8 News.
Like other assisted reproductive technology, insurance often covers embryo donation. In general, costs can be lower than traditional IVF.